Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Rabbish rahli sadri wayassir li amri wahlul uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala ali Muhammad. Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala ali Muhammad. Astaghfirullah rabbi min kulli zambin wa atubu ilayh. Warm welcome to all of my lovers, followers, subscribers, friends, everybody who is with me all the time. It's going to be much more appreciation for myself and really encouraging that while sitting in Pakistan and not very much famous city of this my sweet homeland, you people are spending time with me, and even from all of the globe people are joining me. It's really going to be very much appreciative, encouraging for me, and I am really grateful to all uh, to all who are with me from any country. So very first of all, the people who have joined me, I am really sorry. I am a little late because of my some personal preoccupations. As majority of you must be aware, the people who are joining me in this live and who can't, they must be attending my speech later whenever the people are going to have time with them. So this is really also encouraging for me. So most of the people who are with me all the time, so you know that mostly I come live at 11 p.m. here in Pakistan, but today unfortunately due to my some personal preoccupations, I wasn't able to start my live transmission in time, so for that I am really sorry. And like then I planned for round about 12 a.m. here in Pakistan. So even I couldn't start that, unfortunately. It has taken me a bit more time. And, I think this is about 12:30 or a little more. So I am really sorry that you people were waiting for me, and also encouraging for me that you people waited for me. So without wasting time, very first of all, I would like to welcome all the people who have joined me. Ali has joined me. Ali, thanks, boy. Arib has joined me. Arib, thanks a lot. Always you are encouraging me. Arib is from Saudi Arabia. And then Talha. Talha has joined. Talha, thank you very much for joining my transmission. And I am really grateful that people from different areas, like Arib is from Saudi Arabia, and Talha. Arib, I would like to tell you that Talha is a boy who is basically from Saudi Arabia. He spent his lot more time there. His family is there. So nowadays he is here in Pakistan, Multan. So he is living in Makkah. Talha, am I right? That you are from Makkah. So I really don't consider myself eligible for having this much appreciation from different portions, different areas of this globe, of this world. And I must be thanking to one of my closest friend, Carmilla Bryan, that Talha is my neighbor. Who is saying? official. Talha is my neighbor. Who is saying I don't recognize? So, guys, means what I was saying. Uh, Obviously, I don't consider myself eligible for having all these appreciations, and especially I would like to tell. Okay, okay, okay. Talha is neighbor of Azra. Yours neighbor. Oh, this is really mean. Uh, Amazing, amazing, amazing. So, guys, a little bit you know that because all of my bit schedule is been disturbed, so a little bit I just want to talk to you. Then definitely I'm surely going to start my live transmission, and I'll be coming on the topic which you might have observed on my thumbnail. Today we are going to discuss the politician of Pakistan, and before some days I started this program, like in next year 2023 is election year. So Azra, Talha, that's great and amazing for me as well. So guys, I would like to thank some of the people who sometimes are unable to join my live transmission, but later on they must be checking me, like Saman from Islamabad, Batty from America, and some other Oscar from Africa. Usman is like my younger brother, is living in Australia. He is also, he was just waiting and he was contacting me again and again because there is much more difference of time. So he was saying for coming live soon, but as I mentioned a little bit, it was late. But definitely I wanted to start my live at any cost, and I want to be very punctual. The live what I am having scheduled for weekly basis. On Saturdays I am coming live, and on rest of the days I am creating my videos and I'm just uploading those and try to give some information. So Arif, are you there? So who people are with me? So please mention so that I could be starting. I think Azra is there, and Talha, are you still there? Then Ali is there. So please mention who are with me. So I just want to start my live transmission so that we could be able to complete it in a time. And obviously we'll be live for about, so then who is the fourth one if you are on the three ones? So guys, sorry, there's a bit cold weather in my city, must be everywhere. So a little bit having flu, which I'm having all the time. Even, I wear mask and all that, but even then, going to be a bit troublesome. So guys, today I am discuss very important topic, the eye on politician. Politicians of Pakistan, like that we are going for elections in 23. The next year is election year in our country. So like even from last 74 years, we have been observing different politicians, but unfortunately, since even after Quaid-e-Azam and then Liaquat Ali Khan, the first ever Prime Minister of Pakistan, after that, unfortunately, we got sometimes the leaders who were willing to work apparently, but in practically, in who is the last one? Huzaifa? Hamza. Okay, whosoever. So, guys, but what is the reason behind? What comes wrong with us? Okay, like why our country is still having lot more troubles, lot more problems. I tell you, I have created many videos for justice system because my definitely and everyone's imam Rashida is there. Okay, okay, Rashida, thanks a lot, Rashida, for joining my live transmission. Really grateful to you that you have spent time with me, and really I'm thankful to you that you are spending time out of your precious one. So really encouraging me for joining my live transmission. So guys, I would try to find out the reason, and I'll be talking about this topic time to time whenever I am live in my different of my videos, that what our politicians are doing, what they have been doing from last 74 years. If you people remember that on last 14th August, the liberation day of Pakistan, I spent 2 hours in my live transmission. And I told you guys that how many leaders we were having and how many leaders who were working for Pakistan, for the betterment of Pakistan. But unfortunately, this is one of the biggest fact that still 74 years have been passed and we are having ample of the issues. We are having ample of the problems of what is the reason behind that even after having 74 years of freedom, we are unable to find out remedies for different issues where the countries who got liberation even after us, I mean, some countries even they have spent just their liberating time 30 years, 40 years, so they people are much more flourished, progressed, developed more. But what happens wrong with us that still today, I mean, I am supposed to create videos sometime that Noor Mukaddam is there, that who is not getting justice. Everybody knows that who is the murderer, who is the killer, but for a long time we have been observing. Sometimes we are observing that the parents have been killed in front of their smaller kids, smaller children, and nobody is there to give them justice system. Sometimes we are going to observe a person who is beating a couple, making them naked in front of everyone and then making the videos viral. And after sometimes, you know what happens, that the couple is saying that we were not those, we were not there, those could be someone else, we are at least not there. So what is this? Sometimes we are going to observe a very young boy, Shazib, is been killed, is been murdered brutally. And you know that the murderers, they people were influentials, they people were politicians, and nothing, mean you can do, you can't harm them even, mean what to provide justice to those people. You cannot say anything to those people who are, mean just creating this much brutalities, this much cruelties the people are doing, and what to talk about justice system, even you cannot harm. What is this? Okay, mean people who are intelligent, who are capable, who deserve the caliber jobs, who deserve their employments, they are all the time deserted. They are all the time left. They are not going to be given everything, anything. And the people who are going to get jobs, they most of the times they people are not eligible for anything. They are not much more literated, but just they people are influential. So they people are going to get their jobs. They are definitely, they don't deserve it at all. But the people who are getting all these things, who they are, even after 74 years, I mean, very first of all, I would like to mention here, which I've mentioned in many of videos, what I've created for justice system, that Hazrat Ali, what we consider the leader of the leaders, definitely after the Holy Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the greatest personality in the religion of Muslims, religion of Islam, we consider that who was the most competent and was having much more knowledge of the globe, not just this apparent world, the secrets and the open everything. That personality is saying that your society could be flourished could be working, could be progressive with infidels, with non-believers. But if you people are not providing justice to your common, at least in particular, so your society can never ever be flourished. Your society can never ever be progressed, developed. So if that personality is saying, then we must be thinking there must be some reason that even very first of all that we must try to provide justice system. But unfortunately that we are not having even after 74 years. Now you know that social media is much more active. Things cannot be hidden like the past one. It's not possible right now. But even then, the thing happens in front of you. Everybody is aware. Everybody is knowing each and everything. Just mean videos are going to be viral just within no time. But even then, you know what happens? That we are unable to provide justice. Okay, I really am shocked. I mean, I have seen this era of the social media. I used to think all the time what used to be happening in the past when there was no media, nothing else, then which things could be happening in our society. Unfortunately, even the things which are happening in this era of awareness, in this area and era of knowledge, where everybody is having much more knowledge. Even we people are, everything is in front of us, that we know about everything, but even then we people are unable to provide justice, which is one of the biggest unfortunate in our society. I tell you that we definitely, many of my foreigner friends, they must be watching me this time from the different areas of the globe. But I really appreciate them that in majority of the Western countries, they people are believing and they people are trying to provide justice to the common ones. What is the reason behind? Because they people are aware that if you people are not providing justice at least to the common ones who cannot snatch, obviously this is the biggest fact that the people can't snatch the justice. Why I am saying? Because many people who can afford, who are from the haves ones, so they people can snatch even the justice if anything is going to be wrong with them, but not a common ones. So where they should go, what they should do to, to have justice if anything goes wrong with them, which is one of the unfortunate. So who is supposed to provide all these things? Who is going to run the regimes of our country, like from the last 74 years? Whether the forces, they people were having the martial laws or whatsoever, unfortunately, they people are unable to provide justice to majority of the people, of the masses. And the similar, mean much more our governments, mean democratic government, apparently called democratic governments. They people are unable to provide all these things. What is the reason behind? Which is one of the unfortunate, really, I tell you, that we people are unable to provide justice to the common, and that I consider is for most important liability of the regimes, of the governments, of the people who are involved in your governments, who are on the key posts. They people are held responsible for this. Today, means, you know, what happens that anything goes wrong with any person, like, you know, what used to happen before some days in my city, that two people were killed. There was fight between guys in open market, and just been firing was exchanged and two people were killed in very open market. Nothing has been done. Nothing has been done. I tell you that until we people are provide justice to our people, very sorry to say, really very sorry to say, because if you are coming on my channel, so you must be watching round about 300 videos where I've been just making this hue and cry, for God's sake, provide justice to the common. If we are unable to, then any fortunate condition we might have to face. I tell you, it's not joke, it's not story. It's one of the reality that we won't be able to God forbid, survive. Because this is not my saying, this is not your saying, this is not any apparent scholar of this present era saying, this is the saying of the greatest personality of this globe, and what we have strong belief causing creation of this universe, Holy Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, and the greatest follower of this personality, Hazrat Ali. So this is one of the fact. Very first of all, we people are supposed to provide justice. And who is held responsible for all of these? Who is going to provide? The government. The government. I mean, I am really shocked, that I am criticizing everybody and all the parties, whether it's the PTI, whether it's the People's Party, whether it's the PMLN, or any religious party. Any incident occurred, outstanding, even what I'm talking of, nobody speaks. When they people are going to face some trouble, so definitely they people are going for the sit-in, for the marches, and everything is going to be held. If we are going to talk about the PMLN, okay, they must be raising their hue and cry just to bring their leader back. Have they ever told that, okay, this Noor Muqaddam is the victimized personality? Innocent girl she was, and she was brutally killed out. Anybody has spoken? Just when the incident occurs, just the people speak for one day, okay, giving one statement for one day, then just forgetting. What is this? What is this? I tell you that in this way, we won't be able to flourish democracy, very first of all, in a country until you people are providing justice. Then what happens? I mean, most of the time from any poor family, a guy, a boy or a girl is working hard more, studying more, making much more effort, okay, and the people are working much more, getting education, passing difficult times. Just when the time comes, they people are bereaved, they people are snatched, their rights are snatched. They are not given the job properly. Who is responsible for this? Obviously the present regime. Whatever the government is there, I mean from any party's government is there, majority of them, they people are unable to provide justice to the common. I really don't understand. I don't consider myself having much more knowledge. Very frankly telling you, I mean, I cannot have much more minute analysis. I cannot have. I do agree. But I know one thing. Until you people are providing justice to the common ones, that nothing is possible in flourishing your society or country. For your development, nothing could be done, which is one of the facts. We are supposed to be agreed on this. And unfortunately, that people are not agreed on this point, because if we people are agreed on this, so then definitely we must be trying to bring a change. What we people are not bringing. Why? Because here two laws exist. One is for the common one, for the poor, for the pauper, for the masses. And one law is for the elite ones, the superior ones, the rich ones, the haves ones, because they people are given different facilities. Just I was looking last day, a governor of Punjab was coming in the southern Punjab, some of the cities. So just I was shocked to observe that body's protocol. You couldn't count the vehicles, the cars which were following him. And you know what happens? That whenever any party is in opposition, they must be saying, they must be condemning that the government is spending much more money, much more budget in their lavish activities. So when we are going to be in the power, the opposition claims most of the time. So we are going to curtail the budget, expenses we have to curtail, and we would. They people are having this belief and saying to the masses, and my people are very, very innocent. There is no doubt in it. My people are very innocent. My countrymen are very innocent. They believe. Unfortunately, we become fool. And they people are trying to make us fool, and we are ready to be fooled out, which is also one of the facts. It's a reality. It's a reality. So you know what happens? Like, very first of all, and now I have started thinking on this point that I have to rise my people. I have to give knowledge to my people. I have to guide my people. I have to tell them who is right or wrong till next election 2023. That's why I've started this program even before 1 year. I know that many politicians must be against of me. They must be thinking that what I'm saying and why I'm saying, but I would in front of globe. Just keep it in your mind. Because Almighty says that if you are just neutral where the injustices are going on, so you are part of that injustice. You cannot separate yourself. You cannot isolate yourself. You have to be either with injustice or with justice. There is no third way at all, which is one of the fact, which is one of the reality. Yes, it's a big fact what you people are supposed to accept. We have to keep eye on our politicians, what they're going to do, because they have fooled us much more. They have much more, what should I say? Thank you very much, Arif. They have fooled us much more, and they have, made us many times imbecile. But now it's not time. Now we have to be thinking in reality what the globe is thinking like. We most of the times, majority of the people, they want to leave your country. What is the reason why the people are willing to go outside? I have talked to many people who are willing to move from this country. Why? Not for the sake of money, not for the sake of earning, not for the sake of good life. Financially, they just want to move. They definitely, I believe, okay, we can earn here as well. If Almighty wants, we can earn a lot. But definitely there must be some implementation of laws. I am witnessing many people, people are going to abroad just when they believe that justice is there, implementation is there, and laws and rules are equal for each and every person. That's why they people want to move from here. And what we people are doing here, the law is separated or is different for the haves, and for not haves, it's entirely a different rules are there, which is one of the biggest unfortunate. Now we have to observe whether, because I tell you that we have got three major parties, Pakistan People's Party and PMLN and PTI. The current government is belonging to PTI. Unfortunately, we were having much more expectations from this government, whether the Prime Minister is saying that he's having much more troubles, but with due respect that you are unable to have the remedies for maximum problems. Unfortunately, you were failed. You couldn't do, even if you are willing to do. I don't doubt on your will. But unfortunately, nothing has been done by. Unfortunate it is. I do believe. Because I was also supporting before you're coming into power. Just mean do people definitely talking about justice and your party name is justice. So we were expecting that you must be bringing justice in our country. But unfortunately, the things have gone more worst than being better towards betterment. Unfortunate is there. So, and second important thing, the representatives who are going in the parliaments elected by us, we have to keep eye on them as well. Because whenever the government is going to be changed, so they change their parties as well. So we have to keep an eye on that, on those. Who is the person joining new party? Might be having in chances the other party, maybe the opposition party is going to be in the power. So that's why, that might be the reason a person who is currently in the regime, in the government sector, must be changing because must be expecting the new government will be from the opposition. We have to keep eye on them as well. So guys, I just mean, and I want whatever I'm going to do, I am doing it for my country, for my people, for masses, for the common ones who cannot raise their voice. But I would try to become their voice. I would try to raise my voice for getting justice. So, inshallah, I am going to continue this of my procedure on politicians. Sometime I'll be live on this topic. And as the elections are coming closer, so definitely I'll be increasing my programs. I'll be making more programs relevant to elections because you know that I have eye on my politicians. Long live my sweet homeland, Pakistan. Thank you very much. Thanks every person who is always appreciating and with me. Thanks a lot.